everyone, and welcome to Royals at the Ranch for Thursday, November 23rd, 2023, and happy Thanksgiving for anyone who celebrates that holiday. We're going to take a look at one of our Royals at the Ranch. This is Luma. She's been with us over a year, and she is doing a target training practice session. She's hanging out of her sky hide, and she orients very well to the target. And then when I signal the end of the behavior and reinforce her, as is typical of many Python regius, she misses her first strike. She strikes wildly to the side, even though the reinforcer was right in front of her. So let's take another look at that close up. And this is typical behavior of Royals. It's not unusual for them to start doing this when they reach a juvenile age. And there's actually been a longitudinal study about strike performance in Python regius, and it actually declines as the snakes get older, at least up until about 3 years old. Now, we're not sure how old Luma is. I'm pretty sure she's older than 3, but the study ended with this particular group of Royals when they were 3 years old, so we don't know how their strike performance either improved, stayed the same, or got worse after that point. But I've done another video about that paper. It's quite interesting. So Luma continued to eat her reinforcer as she hung out of her sky hide. She is an extremely active Royal, and it's atypical of most of the Royals we have here in our behavior lab. She utilizes every square inch of this 6x2x2 enclosure. She climbs, she spends time in her humid hide, she spends time on the log, on the nets, on the shelf. She is very active both during the day and at night. And she's hanging out of her sky hide now the next day. So this is the next day after she had her training session and ate. And she's drinking as she's hanging out of her sky hide. And she's a very bold snake for a Royal Python as well. Not much phases her. And she's in a very highly traveled area of the facility. And so she's constantly seeing activity around her. And she actually has been doing better since she's been in this larger enclosure in a more active area of the facility than she did when she was in quarantine. When she was in quarantine, she was in a smaller enclosure. It was a quieter room. There wasn't as much activity. And she actually did not eat the entire time she was in quarantine. And she started eating once she was in this setup. Well, everyone, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. And everybody, please remember to always be kind and love your animals.